G'day everyone and welcome back to my channel. You're joining me today in New South Wales, Australia's most populous state. So let's begin our journey at the country's busiest airport in Sydney.
And that's right guys, I'm coming to you from Terminal 2 here in the Sydney Domestic Airport Terminal, and I'm flying Virgin Australia in business class back to my home in Adelaide. So let's get this journey started, shall we?
If you're new to my channel, my name's Ryan, and I create heaps of travel and food related content. For instance, this trip consisted of my first time on Virgin's Economy X product, traveling from Melbourne to Sydney on the XPT train, plus eating through Melbourne and Sydney. Links to these videos are in the description below. So hit that subscribe button and bell icon so you do not miss out on whatever's coming up on my channel. Your support is very much appreciated. Most Australian airports don't handle peak hour very well, and Sydney is no exception. The pandemonium from last week's holiday chaos is thankfully absent today. So let's head to the lounge to chill before our flight. The Virgin Australia lounge in Sydney is very conveniently located just after security. Pre-COVID, there was a curbside lounge entry with security to allow eligible passengers to skip the crazy lines in the terminal and head directly into this lounge. Virgin's design language, although modern in a Beverly Hills plastic surgeon's waiting room kind of way, is starting to look its age. Not all lounges are created equal. Sydney doesn't have the high ceilings of Melbourne, and it also lacks the style of Adelaide. So we're left with this cramped looking facility, although you can circumvent this by hanging out around the window area, which I will show you in a bit. There is an upper overflow level for when this level gets too crowded, but that's normally closed until it gets too uncomfortable downstairs. This is not an ideal setup.
Welcome to the Virgin Australia Lounge here at Sydney Domestic Airport. The vibe here is very different. It is a lot busier compared to my favorite in Melbourne. Or maybe when I was at Melbourne it wasn't busy, but here in Sydney today on a Monday morning, today is Anzac Day, so it's a public holiday. So I would assume a lot of people who were traveling for the long weekend are traveling back to wherever they came from. So this lounge is very crowded, and the vibe is very different because it's very busy and everyone is in a rush to go to wherever they're going to. So it's not exactly a relaxing place to be today, this morning. It's not exactly difficult to find a seat, but of course all the window seats are taken. A lot of people want to cram towards the window to look out, but there's not exactly a view here. So this is the view out of the Virgin Lounge in Sydney. You get to see the tails of the plane, but you can't really see the aircraft close by. So a tarmac view is not exactly the strong point of this lounge. So I'm gonna have some brekkie, and then I'm curious to see what they have for lunch. I'm hoping they would change the menu over at 10:30, and then we can see what's for lunch. But if not, we'll have lunch on the plane on the way back to Adelaide.
Sydney's airport terminals are extremely dated and aren't really on trend with their more modern counterparts like Canberra or Adelaide. I don't expect any more upgrades to be done here because a new airport is scheduled to be opened sometime in 2026. The new airport will house everyone under one roof, all airlines, domestic and international. I cannot wait for that to happen because Sydney can then finally stand proud and have an airport worthy of its cosmopolitan world city image. Here we go. Boarding Virgin Australia flight VA416 from Sydney to Adelaide. Priority boarding was very strictly enforced, so we had passengers turned away at the entrance because it wasn't their turn. Since we're flying in business today, we were one of the first few passengers to board. Greeting us for our flight was Victor Oscar November, a Boeing 737-800 which was just under 19 years old at the time of writing. It was delivered brand new to Virgin Blue in 2003 before being transferred to Virgin Australia in 2011. Welcome on board Virgin Australia's business class cabin. It has 8 seats configured in a 2x2 spread over 2 rows. Seat pitch is spacious enough at 37 inches. And I've never actually seen this cocktail table used. This aircraft unfortunately has no charging ports. A single button reclines the seat back, which is comfy enough, and you can wrap your noggin around this 6-way adjustable headrest. This overhead console is an indication how old this aircraft really is. It comes with air nozzles, which I appreciate, and an overhead reading lamp for you to finger. Of course, view out of my seat today is fantastic. Oh, that Link Saab 340. Trip report on that perhaps? A tray table folds out of your armrest. You open it fully for meals. Seat pocket contents include this large safety card with passengers looking strangely calm in an emergency. There is also a paper bag to store bodily fluids. And this buy on board menu to show us what passengers behind the purple plexiglass potentially get served.
Flying us to Adelaide this morning. In the flight deck we have Captain Anthony Kerr, First Officer Matt Ingram, and the fabulous cabin crew team. From the front we have Erin, in the middle Caspar, and towards the back is Naomi. Once again, my name is Ren, the cabin manager. Welcome aboard.
Welcome aboard. It's great to have you with us. At Virgin Australia, your health and safety come first, so we appreciate you giving us your attention as we take you through the important information that'll help keep you safe and comfortable on this flight. Let's start by talking about face masks. They might not be ideal, but they are mandatory, so thanks for wearing yours. Just make sure it covers your nose and mouth and that you keep it on throughout the flight. If you do forget, we'll give you a gentle reminder.
Our runway assigned for today's departure was 16 right. Passengers on my side got a stunning view of Botany Bay on takeoff. The flight path today took us southerly before making a right turn to meet up with an air corridor to take us on a westerly flight path. Approach into Adelaide is from the south towards runway 05. completing this 1,150 kilometer journey in 2 hours 10 minutes. Flight VA416 from Sydney to Adelaide departs Sydney at 11:30 am, making this a lunchtime flight. We had a choice of chicken katsu curry with rice or a salsa salad. Virgin does their vegetarian meals very well, but today I want my meat. Well, here we are, guys. Lunch is served on board Virgin Australia flight VA416 from Sydney to Adelaide. And the option that I've ordered today, we had a choice of a salsa salad, that's a vegetarian option, or the chicken katsu with rice. Oh, how can I say no to chicken katsu? As much as I know Virgin Australia does their vegetarian meals very well. The salsa salad sounds good, but it's chicken katsu. I mean, come on, look at how pretty this dish looks. For those of you who are unfamiliar with chicken katsu, it's Japanese, and chicken katsu is best described as a chicken schnitzel for those of you who are not familiar with Japanese cuisine. So yeah, this is a Japanese version of a schnitzel. So it is normally, chicken katsu is normally eaten with curry, or you can have it on its own. Some Japanese restaurants have it with mayo. Sometimes they have a tonkatsu sauce, which is a sweet, tangy sort of katsu sauce. But today, the sauce that we have on this katsu, chicken katsu, is a curry. It's a Japanese curry. So I'm going in for it. Bon appetit. This is very good. This is delicious. Despite this being preheated in the oven, it hasn't lost its crispiness. The breadcrumb is still crunchy. So yeah. This meal here gets a thumbs up from me. You also have cheese and crackers in case you're still hungry after this meal. So cheers, guys. It's time for lunch, so let me eat. After lunch service concluded, we were offered another round of drinks and I went for more Coke no sugar. This is the time to kick back and relax. You can ramp up your Virgin Australia app to watch a movie on your device, or like me, partake in what's my favorite in-flight entertainment, plastering my face to the window. So next time you take a window seat and you have an oily face imprint there, that's me marking my territory. With the flight drawing to a close, this is the perfect time for a summary about today's journey. With domestic travel rebounding back to normal, Australian airports haven't caught up with this resurgence full of passengers hell-bent on revenge travel. A lot of airport staff who were let go during the pandemic hasn't been rehired, leading to chaotic scenes at the airport like it's the end of the world. Sydney Airport, being the country's busiest, has the unenviable position of bearing the brunt of this phenomenon. That airport is madness at the best of times. So if you intend to travel through any of Sydney's third world airport terminals, come prepared. But there is light at the end of the tunnel because a new airport will be ready by 2026. No guesses who will be there to soak it all in. While the lounge was a little mediocre, the lounge staff did their best in trying to cater to our needs. It was busy, but food was replenished quickly and coffee orders were taken and prepared with speed. It was a tiring day for them, so here's a huge pat on the back. Virgin Australia once again shines on board. Service on VA 416 was fantastic. The welcoming and friendly demeanor of the crew shows why more passengers like me are peeking over the fence from Qantas to get a taste of what the deal is. If Virgin is watching this, if I had 10 thumbs, they'd all be raised in salute as an acknowledgement for a job well done. This video also marks the end of me doing flight reviews for a while as I wait for the arrival of my passport. So my next flight is international. But when will that happen is dependent on when my passport arrives. But fear not. The next few videos is what I'm going to name Backyard Revealed, where I'm going to be showcasing what's in store within driving distance from the town of Gawler in South Australia where I live. I'll show you what's there to do, places to visit, and of course, restaurants to dine in. For now, let's just sit back and enjoy the arrival into Adelaide International Airport.
Welcome to Adelaide, where the local time is 1:28 p.m. For everyone's safety, please keep your seatbelt fastened and the aisles and exits clear until the seatbelt sign is switched off. At this stage, we're disembarking through the forward and the rear door. If leaving through the rear door, you'll be using stairs. If you're not comfortable using stairs, please leave through the forward door once it's clear. When using the stairs, please hold the handrails. We will be refueling the aircraft, making the use of e-cigarettes isn't allowed on the tarmac or anywhere in the terminal. You can now use handheld devices with flight mode turned off, just note that you can't use them on the tarmac. On behalf of myself and the rest of the crew.
Thanks very much.
See you later.
See ya. Bye.
Didn't want me to go ahead, remember?
There you are.
Hello.
How are you?
Yeah, good. How are
It's
you?
good to finally put a face to
Name?
your name. I'll see you later. Alright guys, guess what? This is Aiden and this is Noah. So Aiden's a subscriber and he's also a follower on my Instagram, so it's good to finally meet him. You're a lot taller than I expected. So what are you guys doing here?
Just getting some photos of the planes, you know?
Did you catch a arrival of my
Yeah, we
flight?
did, yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Alright, so guys, I'll talk to you later when I'm out of the airport, alright? See you later. Hello guys and welcome to Adelaide. That was another fantastic flight clocked with Virgin Australia from Sydney to Adelaide. So it was a long enough flight for you to sit back and really enjoy the in-flight service. So the crew was fantastic, the food was wonderful, delicious. So all in all, this flight was, it ticked all the right boxes as far as I was concerned. meeting those guys back there at the gate. My followers on Instagram and YouTube. Was a very nice bonus. It was a very nice way to end this flight. So anyway, I've chucked the details of my Instagram on your screen, so you can give me a follow there, so you can actually see where I'm traveling to in real time. Yeah, so chuck me a follow there to see what's going on. And also you can also get an idea of the kind of videos that will be coming up on my YouTube channel. So in the meantime, take care all of you, stay safe, and I'll see you for my next one. Bye!